Всем привет, мы с вами продолжаем проходить The Elder Scrolls Adventure Redguard. И что мы сегодня будем делать? Ну, в принципе, то, что я говорил в прошлой серии. Наверное, походим просто-напросто по городу. Поспрашиваем народ, кто что знает. Возможно, что-нибудь мы новенькое разузнаем. Тут, естественно, нас нападают, как всегда. Как же без этого? Ну, наверное, подраться. Оп. Оп.
Taste the steel of empire. You're quite resourceful. You're quite come on.
Угу. Ну, у меня лучше стало получаться, кстати. В этой игре драться. Ай, попал по нам.
Put it down.
Ну как лучше так? Не особо. Ну вот.
Excellent.
Одним меньше. Просто я хотел вот с ней поговорить, а он мешал. Может быть, что-то новенькое расскажет. Так. Связаться с Лигой, с трусом Кай, картограф сосуд Лиландрилом. Так, связаться с Лигой.
Any ideas how I can get in contact with the Restless League?
You could try the smuggler's den. I've seen them there from time to time.
С трусом
And what
Кай.
does life hold for you in Strosmakai?
Not as much as it used to. Spend my days landscaping. Before the Civil War, there were more of us. The town square and the park was so beautiful. But I do what I can.
Судостроительство.
I'm surprised Rickton even allows such a practice to continue.
City beautification may not be one of Lord Rickton's concerns, but he still needs to put on the right air. Should his Emperor, Tiber Septim, ever check up on him? All leaders like their gardens full and the smell of success in the air.
Так, гражданская война.
Wars have never been good to us.
Такое тело сзади лежит.
Especially not this one. First, a tour and the crowns defeat the forebears, then the Empire comes rolling in. It's too much for these walls to handle.
Так, это я, по-моему... Нет, не
I can
спрашивал.
only assume you are a crown.
That I am, though not as passionate as many others. I'm glad the war's over, really. Life goes on, and times change. I'll try to keep our sweet city as fair as she can be.
Притки.
You sound as though you bear no grudge to the forebears or the Empire for that matter.
The forebears claim to be the earliest descendants from Hammerfell, while the crowns trace their lineage to the first rulers. It's been that way for generations, and Tiber Septim tries, where many have failed, to unite the world of Tamriel.
Картограф.
The cartographers. I wonder what she would want there.
Hopefully she was just seeing Michael, the map maker, and not the boys in the smuggler's den below.
Парк, логово контрабандиста. Парк.
Where's the park?
Over by the waterfall? I'm ashamed you didn't notice. I have to spend more time on it. People really do enjoy it, especially that arcade boy, Kithra.
Китрал.
What were you saying about Kithro?
He's one of the temple members. Loved the park. Would stare at the waterfall and write in his journal. Passionate crown. That one. Oh, but now that you mention
Ну и
it,
голос.
I haven't seen him in months.
Логово контрабандиста и сосуд Лиландрила. Осталось только спросить.
What do you know about the smugglers then?
Below the cartographers. I've seen all sorts coming in and out of there. Even so-called league members from time to time.
Ну зато мы там
I hope
были.
Zara didn't end up there.
Так, сосуд Лиландрила.
Mariah, do you know anything about the flask of Lilandril?
Only the tale. Lost on the island by elves long ago. A treasure hunter's dream.
Thanks, Mariah.
Больше ничего. Так, чё вот с ним? Так, не драться, а поговорить.
A word.
No, I haven't got any work, and I don't know who does. Good day to you.
Так, я думаю, самых таких ближайших расспрашивать. Вот это что за дома, может быть?
Locked.
Понятно, закрыто. Что-нибудь найдем в каком-нибудь доме. Или типа того.
Good to see you, Cyrus.
Lakeem?
What's going, Redguard?
Так, ну новых нету.
We'll talk later.
Диалогов. Понятным причинам.
Locked. It's locked.
Понятное дело, закрыто. Все закрыто.
It's locked.
Так, это книжный магазин, он нам не нужен. Так, тут я пробовал сюда.
It's locked.
Так, здесь я был.
It's locked.
Понятное дело. Такой тут чубрика надо поспрашивать. Давненько мы его не расспрашивали.
For the boys, they pop for fun.
Так, Лига О. Новые диалоги, или я просто с ним не разговаривал?
What do you know about the group called the Restless League?
Punks. Killed them all once I did. Bunch of Redguard pansies. They want me to join them, but I got too much thinking to do. Heavy load. I say, Richton's got it out for him. You watch out.
Стросом
So Stros Mackay's one big party for you, eh?
You gotta drink to keep sane in this place. Them sissies around here think they can make the best of it. They make nothing. Nothing. Richton's got them all scared.
Так, старые басни.
You've certainly spent a lot of time at the local tavern.
Richton's got that damn lizard Drekius charging 3 gold pieces for lousy veil and wood wine. He freaks me out. Picking flies off the bar with his tongue. I can't relax with that going on.
Ричтон.
Rickton doesn't have you scared?
No, sirree. I kick this fat butt. Not throw me in his catacombs.
Катакомб.
You're scared of the catacombs, eh?
Didn't say that. Did not say that. Rickton throws the crowns in jail and pirates into the catacombs. I ain't neither. Doubt his cronies could take me anyway.
Так, проклятая ящерица.
Just like a drunk to blame the bartender for his troubles.
Ha! Who the heck do you blame for yours anyway, tough guy? I know Dreekius' story. Just no one else does. Damned Argonians. Them dark elves got it right. Cage him up and let him haul ash.
Don't like Argonians either. Who do you like, Krendel?
Fine then, fine. Hang around that scaly bastard and catch the flu.
There hasn't been a case of that in 200 years.
All I'm saying, those of us who play our cards right could open a right good belt shop.
Налог на ликер.
tax?
That's right. It's a real shock that sailors don't hang around anymore. Who's in charge of that one?
Так, связаться с Лигой.
Any ideas on how to contact the Restless League?
Here's an idea, Redguard. Tie a gold chest around your ankle and sink yourself.
Классная шутка была. Сосуд ли мандрин.
Ever heard of the Flask of Lilandril? You look like a treasure hunter.
Ah, the flask of Lilandril. Everything good in life comes in a decanter.
Так, до
I've
свидания.
had enough.
Good.
И он пошел. Капец. Блин, опять эта камера. Да ё-моё. Так, я знаю. Вот. Метод. Так, зайдем в таверну, наверное. Тут чё? Проспрашивать, может, что-нибудь новенькое будет.
Ah, there he is, Lizard. I told you there'd be no match for him.
We heard about your capture, Cyrus.
I was never worried, laddie. They didn't see you at Sankertor when that Akavir mongrel.
Tobias, I have to tell you something important. Zara was part of the Restless League.
What?
It's true.
We'll start at the beginning.
О, капец, сколько тут. Так, ну, пойдем по порядку, Лига.
What is the Restless League, Captain?
Where did you hear that name?
They attacked the ship that gave me passage.
Speak of it but in a whisper, and not too often. The governor is searching the surrounding waters for them, and will see them broken and piked if he has his way. The League has survived the death of the Crown Prince and resists his enemies still. But they are few, and going fewer from what I hear, and have been reduced to brigandry these days. Not far from the lives we led not too long ago, eh?
Bold are these brigands, the Restless League, to attack a ship in the very harbor.
They must be running low on provisions to act so desperately. They have been ghosts of late, and Disappearance is their first since I've been here.
How do you know about them then?
They ran the Iliac before the war. Our lanes have crossed.
But after the occupation, they've stayed relatively scarce.
Yes, which is why their attack on you is so troubling. No one knew of your impending arrival?
Nobody but Seraphra. Would it matter?
I'm not sure.
Так, жизнь, которую мы прожили.
We were never brigands when I served under you, Captain. Only mercenaries.
Tell that to those on the other end of the sword, lad. You see more of yourself in the men of the Restless League than you'd care to admit, I'd wager.
They're knaves with their eyes on Providence, nothing more. My sword's never been dressed for diplomacy. Give me gold for a throat, the throat for a slight, and I'm well. Give me a well-paying war.
War is the continuation of politics. That's it, right?
You quote hunting like a Redguard, Tobias.
Political power grows along the blade of a sword.
Okay, okay.
A drink to the Redguard.
Еще один бухарик. Так, хандинг.
I see you still remember your childhood heroes, even if you've dismissed the homeland.
Hunting is a universal wellspring.
Be resolute, fear no sacrifice, and surmount every difficulty to win victory.
See? Anyone could admire that.
Tell me that your Redguard heart didn't buckle when you saw his statue at port.
Krandar Hunding is a great hero to Hammerfell, I'll admit, and even a little to myself. Hail the great founder and all that nonsense. But it's an ill plan to try and trigger the homeland tug through the invocation of Hunding, Tobias.
Really?
Don't forget, he left his homeland too, and never looked back.
That's because it fell into the sea, you dolt.
Так, с трусом Кай.
What brought you to Stros Mackay?
War and the rumors of war. Every merchant that's near and seaworthy has come to Stros Mackay in the wake of recent events. Either in the service of the provisional governor or to fill the sea lines that Septim has shattered, and that the crowns can run no more. I thought I might profit from a visit, but it has brought naught but sorrow and the sign of darker days. I fear I shall be leaving none too soon.
Так, отъезд.
You are leaving, Captain? When? And wherefore?
At sunset, if all goes well, and as for where, whither I will. Stros Mackay is not for me.
But I thought you might help me.
The Imperials have been asking about yours truly around the docks lately. I fear my inquiries into Izara's disappearance have interested them in all the wrong ways. I will help you as I can through the course of this day, but after that I must be done with it. I'm too old for an Imperial prison.
It won't come to that.
You haven't been here long enough. My ship is ready to leave at sundown, but don't worry. I'll be here until then to help you along if you need it. A lot can transpire in a day. We will see each other again.
То есть он сваливает, хорошо. Торговец.
Since when were you a merchant, Tobias?
The fight left me after our little foray into Morrowind. It's been sweet commerce ever since.
Morrowind.
I've not returned to Morrowind since then.
Who'd want to? All that ash and fire. Those dark elves can keep their curse.
Don't forget the bugs.
Which reminds me, Governor Richten has a little sting of his own from those parts. His lieutenant is a dark elf. Watch out for that one. Always close by the governor, hiding in his shadow.
Which means he's got plenty of room to maneuver.
Темный
I'd
эльф.
welcome another chance at the Dark Elves. I've still got scars.
Watch yourself.
Лечение.
I am out of practice, it seems, or else Azara's plight disturbs me to distraction. Those goons have hurt me not a little. Where may I rest and heal these wounds?
Drink this and be done with it. There is no time to rest. For this city crawls with shadows that mean you harm, and your sisters among them. You can buy more of these at the Mages Guild, or visit the temple, should you become wounded again. And knowing you, that'll be often.
A health potion.
О, он дал зелье лечения. Неплохо, гильдия
I can
магов.
buy more healing potions in the Mages Guild.
Aye, it's right across the plaza here. They've other magical trinkets for sale there too. Give them a visit. Oh, and tell that cute little elfin apprentice that she needs to come see the ocean with me.
Так, старые
Is it
басни.
safe to talk here?
As safe as any, and the ale is good.
Оу,
Dreekius can be trusted
там
as much
внизу?
as any walking lizard can be. It might get a little rough with all the forebears around, but I'll be here until I leave Stros Mackay.
3 kills.
The barkeep is a long way from Black Marsh, isn't he?
That's right, and it's kept me good company in my wait for you. Trust it well after I leave, for it knows this island and all who live here. But don't bother asking about the eye, because I already have.
Глаз.
Treekius knows of the Eye of Orgonia?
It's got the skin for it, wouldn't you say? I'll find the thing yet, and before you, if I get my way.
Another soft skin with dreams of the priceless king's jewel of ancient Black Marsh. You look this sort too, all sword and swagger. Tobias, he describes you well.
Aye, but Cyrus here must save that adventure for another day. He's got a sister to find. I've told him that you will help him after I depart, Lizard. So mark me well.
Whatever you say.
Так, аудиенцию губернатор побег из катакомб укрытия Лиги.
I met the governor. Beautiful man. He told me that Azara was in the Restless League and that he had nothing to do with her disappearance.
But he's been hunting then. He knows more than that.
I believe him about Azara. He's the kind that would gloat if he could. He's still not found their hideout. I have to find it first.
Так, побег из
How
катакомб.
did you escape?
Good looks. The catacombs led out near the harbor, and they seemed to sprawl for miles. I didn't see any dragons, though.
It must have returned to Cyrodiil.
From starvation, I guess. There's no one left in the League to feed it. They're all in good hiding somewhere here in Stros Mackay, and Azara is with them.
Укрытие Лиги.
I have to find the Restless League, Captain.
They say they can be contacted through the abandoned lighthouse over in Saintsport.
Aye, a Leaguesman I met in the catacombs told me that I could signal his mates from there, but he didn't tell me how.
I don't know the signal.
Sorry, Cyrus. I don't either.
Ну вот про это я и
You
помню.
must find someone who's seen it.
Сигнал
Hope they
на...
haven't told the
этом.
Empire about it already.
Типа то, что мы пытались,
I
типа
don't have
какие-то
much time.
сигналы или что
Thanks
подать.
again, Tobias.
Вот это нам надо узнать.
Cast off, laddie, and don't forget your old captain.
Как поднять
your
сигнал
pleasure?
Лиги. Так, мне надо вот с ним поговорить. Давай-ка это... я походу не могу.
Cyrus, can I help you? What can
Тобиас.
I do for you, Cyrus?
Don't, Cyrus, not in here. You'll stir up the locals.
Понятно, ладно. Пойду дальше.
Sea is for the water sailors. Sail on.
Так, надо...
It's locked.
закрыто. Как-то свалить от того стражника. Чё за фигня? Застрял тупо опять.
Barry, put it down.
А, черт. Он один?
You won't escape.
Он
Put it
один.
down.
Оба.
You're quite resourceful.
Как тебе?
Die, Redguard. You're quite resourceful.
Хе-хе-хе.
You're open.
Оп, оп.
Die, Redguard.
Ну,
It's a strength potion.
зелье силы.
A word.
No, I haven't got any work. And I don't know who does. Good day to you.
Еще один неразговорчивый типок. Так, ну я думаю, надо сохраниться, а то что-то я уже давненько не сохранялся. То мало ли так вылетит, мне опять всех расспрашивать ходить. Не очень круто. Такие стражники везде валяются. Так, а кого бы мне еще пора спрашивать? Честно говоря, даже не знаю. Сюда, что ли, зайти? Может, что-нибудь этот дед знает новенькое?
Favis, how are you doing?
Так, ну только Герик и Стросумкай.
How do things stand in Strosmakai under Imperial occupation?
As bad as they can be. Looks peaceful now, doesn't it? The peace of the grave, it is. Most of the younger folk dead or run off. In the old days, this was the bustling south heart of Hammerfell. Harbor jammed with shipping, sailors from all over walking the streets. What you see now is the ghost of the old Strosmakai. Dead, but it just don't know it yet.
Герик.
Your friend Garrick, the shopkeeper, was telling me about you.
My friend, you say? Huh. All right as elves go, but sure does carry on. Then there's that Rolo, Garrett's hired hand, rude as the day is long and lazy to boot.
Ролло.
This Rolo sounds like an interesting fellow.
Sometimes I have to ring the bell a good 5 minutes before it wakes up and gets moving. Garrett has me watch out to make sure Rolo's up before I stop ringing the bell. Don't know why I don't just go give him a kick in the pants. Be easier.
That's all for now, Favis.
Ничего новенького-то особо не узнали. Но это пока что. Пока что. Сейчас что-нибудь еще найдем. Кого-нибудь. Что-нибудь пораспрашиваем. Так. Тут еще много кто ходит. Тут с этим чуваком.
One moment.
Quit bothering me.
Вот надо доставать.
I wonder what's in there.
В смысле?
I wonder what's in there.
Интересно, что здесь.
I wonder what's in there.
О, черт!
Come on. He's only one.
Какого хрена?
You take fall back and let come on. Fine cut. You're quite resourceful. Come on. I'll struck you.
Ай-яй-яй.
Blood. You're open.
Какого хрена?
You're open. No match. Gah! Surrender now. Put it, a sharp sword will be your death.
Да хорош.
Your style. You're open. You're quite resourceful.
Фух.
Some gold. This should help.
Какого хрена они тут делают?
Potion of iron skin.
Капец, я столько потратил. Зелье. Так, исследуйте
It's empty.
сундук.
Somebody's really been through this place.
Кровать. Ой, черт.
It's empty. Somebody's really been through this place.
Мгм. Так, ну тут больше ничего. Хорошо, надо к торговке сходить. Что за фигня? Потому что это же... Возле ее магазина, я думаю. Надо просто спрашивать.
Yes?
Так, говорите, да. Да встань-то уже, ё-моё.
Cassandra, hello.
Cyrus, what do you need?
Сосуд Лиландрила, серебряное судно, мертвые солдаты. Сосуд
I'm
Лиландрила.
told of a legendary magical flask, supposed to be buried somewhere on the island.
Sounds fascinating. I love stories of buried treasure.
Серебряное судно.
Perhaps you've seen a silver box shaped like a ship. It has something on it I'm looking for.
No, sorry, nothing like that in my shop.
Мертвые солдаты.
I've killed several Imperial soldiers who had broken into your house. I hope that won't cause you any trouble with the governor.
The governor should hope I don't cause him any trouble over this. What possible reason could his soldiers have for breaking into my house? A loyal forebear, of all people, one of his few potential allies in the city. Not a good sign for the Empire's future here in Hammerfell.
Что-то она темнит. Все что-то темнят. Карта к
I
фляге.
think I know why those soldiers were searching your house. The governor may think you have part of a map showing the location of the flask of Lilandril.
Why would he think that? I'd never even heard of this flask before I came here.
I've learned that one piece of the map is engraved on a silver ship. Sound familiar?
No, but I inherited a load of junk when I bought this shop. I put it all in my storeroom next to my house, but I haven't had time to look through it. Here, take the key. If you find this ship, keep it. It's only bringing me trouble.
Перенесла склад. А где склад?
Excuse me. Perhaps we can speak later.
Наверное, недалеко, наверное, где-то. Что случилось?
Cassandra, hello.
Cyrus, what do you need?
Я не хотел с ней разговаривать.
Excuse me.
Какого фига?
Perhaps we can speak later.
Так. Склад. А где склад? Где найти мне его? Склад. Наверное, тоже где-то недалеко, по-любому. Будет же он где-то на той части города или типа того. Так, ну это дом. Может зайти все-таки опять? Еще попробуем. Может быть шкафчик?
It's empty. Somebody's really been through this place.
Покопался.
It's empty. Somebody's
Нет.
really been through this place.
Подожди, ты его перемечь. Где-то мне надо найти склад. Какой склад, я хрен его знает. Может, склад в порту? Ну, скорее всего, наверное, в порту.
It's locked.
Ну-ка, поговори
One
с ним.
moment.
Sorry, man. Imperials everywhere. I don't talk with strangers.
А вот это не склад?
It's locked.
А, погодь. Вот,
It won't fit.
не подходит.
It won't fit.
Все-таки, наверное, в порту. Я что-то помню какой-то склад. Может, это?
It won't fit. It won't fit.
Хорошо. Тогда сейчас все буду пробовать подряд. Пофигу.
It won't fit.
Так, это у нас что? Башня гавани, это не то. Ой-ой-ой. Вот это?
Put it down.
А чё я встал? Подожди.
I've struck the sharp sword.
Чё случилось?
You've lost, Redguard.
Какого? Чего? Капец. Да и блин. Чё, мне хотите сказать, что я все заново делал? Блин, надо было сохраниться. Жопа. Ладно, я это записывать не буду, дабы хронометраж не увеличивать. Сейчас я тогда все опять это сделаю. Возьму ключ и пойдем искать склад. Ну это капец. Все опять заново. Жопа какая-то. Ах. Так, ну все, я получил ключ. Дрался со стражниками. Со всеми подряд. Кто нападал на меня. Вон там, кстати, теперь тоже 2 трупа лежат. А, куда они делись? Куда-то делись уже. Хотя они там были, ладно. Пофигу. Пропали, видать. Респавом врагов. По-любому. Так, теперь сохраняюсь. И надо бы попробовать. Вот. Ключиком. Закрыто. Хотя у меня есть ключ. Может быть, вот этот? Хм. Странно. Ключ у меня есть, но никуда зайти я не могу. Не подходит. Почему? У меня больше ключей нет. Хм. Ключ... Ну вот, все. Че надо? А где склад? Закрыто. Чё-то я не пойму. Это походу... Где это вообще искать? Тут, кстати, куда-то делись персонажи. Тут же больше было их. Ходили. Куда-то пропали. Ну ладно. Попробуй еще раз вот эти домики. Но что-то не то. Подходит. Не подходит. Тоже не подходит. Черт. Это управление. Вот он, чувачок.
May I bother you again?
Который ходил тут все.
Of course, my boy.
А куда делась та девушка, я фиг его знает.
The ship that brought me here was beset upon by some rascals called the Restless League. What do you know about them?
They were the necessary cancer of a nation divided and at war, grown at the borders where the kingdom's skin is most contested by the foreign sword. Fearless men, whose names are all too often breathed in hate. Don't believe them too wrong, for even the prince had their ear.
Так,
It
Страсанкай.
seems quiet here, especially for a port city. How fares Stros Mackay under Imperial rule?
Defeat is read in every native face, my boy. The war cost the city much, including its voice. The crowns are no more, as kingless as Yokuda, lost now to song which no one will sing, lest Richten hear. Overmuch, the governor is the reason Stros Mackay is so quiet.
Ёпутка.
I have not heard mention of Yokuda since my childhood.
The first land, where the Redguards came from in blessed Hunting's Day.
Хандинг.
I saw the statue of Hunding on my way into port. I'm surprised Rickton hasn't leveled it yet.
He cannot or will not, for it keeps the goblins out of Stros Mackay, out and under it. Such is Frandar Hunding's grace that he blinds them still.
Гоблины.
There are goblins under Stros Mackay?
And worse, but you needn't worry about them. They are doomed to the dirt and bother the Redguard no more.
Принц.
What did the Imperials do to the prince?
A Tor was slain at sea, and there his body was lost, thankfully. Already the obligatory prophecy of his return has begun, spoken in hush, an ill surrogate for true hope this season. The Redguard should know better, be blind to desperate omen. Fasad's son has left us, wind swift and sadly, never to return.
Атор.
So Ator had dealings with the Restless League then?
Never open league, for then even the Crown thought the League untrustworthy. Now they are Hammerfell's last. Ator's death sent them into hiding, and Dragonfire keeps them there.
How can you be thankful that Prince Ador's body was lost at sea?
Insofar that the seabed may claim him before the Necromancer does, that is all. That his soul may rest easy from the snare surround.
Так, некромант.
Tell me about the Necromancer.
A westward evil, a seat in the ash-gray shoals, on parade now that the Empire's here, lad. So don't die.
Ловушка души.
What is the snare surround?
The Necromancer's curse, writhing in the near here, only a death away. Its magic snatches at your soul, should you perish, to fuel some darker deed still.
How far west are the shoals?
Not a day's journey. Just follow the path over the bridge.
Мелководье через мост.
Should I fear death more than normal then?
The snare waits for those who don't.
I fear that my sister's disappearance had something to do with the Civil War.
I read more than fear in your face, Redguard. Either retribution or redemption. Alas, sometimes they are the same. Neither can come without wounds.
I said nothing about redemption or...
Why else would you be here, in this narrative? In you,
How can the two be the same?
in their concern for blood. In blood as closure. I assure you, it will be spilt before you find your sister. A prayer may do you well.
Where should I pray?
At the Temple of Blessed Arcade. Brother Niddle presides there, and he knew most of the people in town. He may know something about your sister.
Так, храм.
Where is the temple?
In the town square, shoreside from the pool.
Ну это понятно, мы знаем, где
I
храм.
fear that my sister's disappearance had something to do with the Civil War.
I read more than fear in your face, Redguard. Either retribution or redemption. Alas, sometimes they are the same. Neither can come without wounds.
I said nothing about redemption or...
Why else would you be here?
Так
in
это
the-
я спрашивал, что
How
ли?
can the two...
Что-то одно и то же пошло. Да. Странно.
Perhaps I should speak to this Rickton then.
Spoken true, my boy. But I'd advise against it. The Imperials suffer no Redguards in the palace, unless you're forebear, and you walk on too few legs to be that.
Имперцы.
What do the Imperials plan to do here?
Confusion often follows conquering. But if Septum does have a plan for Hammerfell, it hasn't been made clear. I suspect a greater plan than constant terror, for Rickton has men all about the island, not just here in Stros Mackay.
Так, короны.
Has Tiber Septim made the Crown suffer much for their resistance?
Through his agents, yes. but I fear that the provisional governor is an especially wicked feast to swallow. The blood has slowed to a trickle, if only for lack of targets, and the crowns who survive still remain silent.
Чё за тихий?
Can a Redguard not even admit his allegiance to the crowns openly?
I can't speak for the rest of Hammerfell, but such an admission here is martyrdom at best. A persecution of silence reigns in Stros Makai.
Tell me of the forebears.
Throne defilers all, hosts to the invader, and Hunding's shame.
Так, сосуд
I
Лиландрила.
have heard tales of a magical flask buried somewhere on Stros Makai.
The legend older than the Redguard. Many have looked and failed, but who can resist the lure of lost treasure? In my youth, I, too, searched for the flask. Luckier than most, for I once possessed a piece of the truth.
Часть.
The flask is in pieces?
No, my boy. A piece of a map purported to show its location. I say a piece of the truth, but that is only an old man talking. For the map may lead to nothing, even if it was entire.
Карта фляги.
Perhaps, but it sounds like a worthy challenge. Do you still have the map?
No. Since my house in the old quarter was destroyed, I've stayed in my...
В моей лодке.
I risked my life to save that map, and was justly rewarded for my unworthy obsession when it was stolen a few weeks ago. I'm glad it's gone.
Так, навязчивая идея.
Why unworthy? A map to a priceless magical artifact seems like a worthy prize.
And so the Redguards have fallen. The elders teach the young, and who can blame them for learning? The true Redguard risks his life for honor, pride, and spirit.
Ideology doesn't mark the spot, old man.
As much as a lost map it does, mercenary. I saw but fit to warn you against searching for the flask's wealth for its own sake. The world is bigger than your gold pouch.
Yeah, a sword sold is a sword sullied against true cause. Never mind why I want the flask triffic.
Лодка повреждена.
Lakeen said your boat was damaged by vandals.
By the looks of it. Woke up one morning and the midboard was broken. Hope he gets to it soon.
Так, ну понятно, мы узнали у него, что у него была часть карты, но ее украли. Зашибись, это какая-то Санта-Барбара.
It won't fit.
Так, кстати, я видел вот тут... О, не, давай только...
Ah, so you won't escape.
Запарили вы.
You won't escape.
Так, надо... сохраниться.
A sharp sword. You're open. You're open. You're quite
Есть
resourceful.
один удар.
Struck well.
Второй.
I'll spill yours yet.
Хе-хей.
Excellent.
Откуда берутся они? Я хрен его знает. Это реально уже запарили. Вот это что за дверь?
It's locked.
Закрыто, но... У нас ключ есть. Сейчас еще по-любому кто-нибудь нападет. А, нет. Открыть сундук.
Nothing.
Ничего. Оу. Открыть сундук.
What's this?
Подберите серебряный корабль. Вау. Прикольно. Ну и... Что надо делать с ним? Открыть? Это надо к той девахе подойти, я думаю. По-любому что-нибудь она знает. Туда-сюда бегаем. Самому надоело. Так, подожди. Сейчас он 33 раза развернется. И тогда только будет разговаривать.
Cassandra, hello.
Cyrus, what do you need?
Ничего нового.
Excuse me. Perhaps we can speak.
А может быть...
Cassandra, hello.
Cyrus, what do you need?
Нет.
Excuse me. Perhaps we can speak later. I need to use this with something else. Probably need to find something to use it with.
Ясно. Я нашел корабли. Что мне это дает? Непонятно, что мне это пока что дает. Так. Угу. Понятное дело, гайцы тут все такое. Я думаю, к картографу надо сходить. Или чё? Также еще можно... Так, карта острова, давай. Пошататься по острову. Поискать что-нибудь. Тут много просто мест, где мы не были. За город тут сходить, обойти его вот так вот. Попробовать. Ну, довольно много времени займет, я думаю. Но я думаю остановиться на этом. Сегодня мне только что мало сделали, нашли серебряный.
Try me, Redguard.
Ага.
I'll spill yours yet.
Попробуй
I'll
догони.
spill yours yet.
Нашли корабль этот серебряный. Много чего нового поузнавали. В принципе, можно будет к Двемерам сходить. Да, можно будет к Двемерам сходить. Что-нибудь там еще поделать. Или же еще побегать здесь. С кем-нибудь поболтать.
Yes?
Нет.
Hello, Maiko.
Hello, Cyrus. Something I can do for you?
Сосуд Лиландрила.
Have you ever heard of the flask of Lilandril?
Hunding's bones, of course I have. Treasure hunters come here from all over Tamriel, digging and poking around interminably. Well, they say there's a treasure map floating around here somewhere, but I don't believe it.
Карта
Why
сокровища.
not?
If there were a real map, why hasn't someone found the flask by now? Such a waste of time and effort, lusting after a mythical elven flask, when the island is full of real mysteries.
What do you mean?
Well, the caverns, for instance. Haven't heard of them, have you? Or the dwarven ruins either. But they're real, young sir, and as full of mystery and adventure as you could ask.
Пещеры.
Where can I find these caverns you speak of?
Now that's the question, isn't it? Won't find them on your cheap commercial map, will you? That's a real mystery for you to ponder.
Чё,
Where
где
can I
найти?
find these caverns?
Now that's the question, isn't it? Won't find them on your cheap commercial map, will you? That's a real mystery for you to ponder.
Дешевенькая карта.
Tell me more about these dwarven ruins.
A bit more famous than the caverns, but if it's not about elves, no one cares. One of the great mysteries of the ages, the disappearance of the dwarves. But instead it's Flask of Lilandril this, Flask of Lilandril that.
I don't know much about dwarves. I always thought they were mythical creatures.
See what I mean? Not myths. Real. As real as stone and metal. Who do you think built those ruins? All gone thousands of years ago. No one knows why, but that's a whole nother story. What were we talking about again?
We'll talk later.
Ну понятно, ладно, на этом, наверное, мы и закончим, потому что уже, я думаю, много времени ушло на все эти разговоры. Потому что на все эти разговоры много уходит времени. Поэтому чё, ну, итог мы что-то сделали, а что пока непонятно. К чему-то придем, но тоже непонятно, потому что сайт, как я уже говорил, не работает. Уже, кстати, третий, по-моему, сутки, если не ошибаюсь. Ну, частенько такая бывает фигня. И сейчас я играю по памяти то, что я читал. И, естественно, что я сам то понимаю, то и делаю. Так, это лиги, тут талисман. Тут непонятно, что за талисман и для чего он нужен. Флажок вот у нас до сих пор остался. Алоэ, я не понимаю, для чего алоэ нам вообще. Ну, для чего-то нужно будет. Наверное. Поэтому много предметов у меня тут. Непонятно для чего вообще. Ну ладно. На этом все. Спасибо вам за просмотр. В следующей серии, я думаю, пойдем к гномам, как их тут говорят все, гномы, двемеры. Посмотрим на двемерские, наверное, развалины, либо по острову пошататься, либо опять поболтать со всеми. Ну, не знаю, 2 серии подряд беготни и болтать со всеми, я думаю, скучно. Поэтому я думаю, к двемерам сходить. Но тоже сайт не работает, и фиг его знает, смогу ли я пройти один. По-любому там полная срака, там нифига непонятно, что делать надо будет. Ну ладно, как-нибудь справлюсь, я думаю. Так что все, до следующей серии.